Hello and welcome. I am the Restless Kaiser and I'm over here.
And I'm Kelso and I'm over here.
And together we are Modelling for Advantage. So, Kelso, last season's winner, obviously, of our subscriber giveaway. Tell me what you brought today then.
So I thought I'd come and school you a bit.
School me a bit, yeah.
Underworlds. So I've got Lady Harrow's Mournflight with a work in progress tournament deck.
A work in progress tournament deck.
Yeah.
These are like brand new at the point of filming, aren't they?
They're fairly new, yeah. They were exclusive to America, Barnes and Noble, I think it was, for about 3 or 4 months, and then they've just released them over in the UK. About in the last 6 to 8 weeks, I think it is.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah.
And you actually can tell which one's which.
I painted the back of one of their bases.
Right.
So one of them's kind of falling over, and the lady is just doing the Jesus Christ pose.
Yes. Screaming banshees.
Yeah.
And I've got the Thorns of the Briar. I feel I'm like moving away from the totally simple Stormcast, but I might regret it because you're a bit of a pro, aren't you, Kelso? Compared to rookies like me who barely play.
I've played a lot. Doesn't mean I'm good, but I've played a lot.
But he did build me a deck though. He built me a deck, so hopefully it's not terrible.
If I lose, then I can blame myself.
If you lose, exactly, nice. You're effectively playing yourself.
Myself, yeah. So no change there.
All right, I think we play it in a fairly amateurish way. We've made some concessions to the camera so you can see what's going on. So that there's a reason the boards are like this. Presumably, as a tournament player, you'll often put these at different alignment to
depending on what you're using, really. So for these guys, you'd kind of keep it fairly open, so you'd move, so you've got limited spaces going in and out, so you can control kind of what's going on. With things like rippers, I would try and longboard, which is really annoying
because you've got the mobility,
but you also keep it narrow because you've only got 3 guys, so you can keep everyone in a line and you can kind of work through that way, and then there's less chance of them getting additional supports on you as well. So yeah, there's a lot of little tweaks and stuff you can do as you play.
Okay, well, hopefully I don't get totally crushed. Well, it's only a 3-turn game, right? 12 things.
12 activations.
I'll find out how my deck works when I get there.
Yeah,
so
me too.
The beginning of the game, I'm never sure we quite follow the steps properly, so take us through it.
So we got 4 dice.
4 dice.
And we should be rolling for board placement.
Yeah, we've done that.
So we've done board placement, so we can roll for, we'll still roll for board placement, but this is going to be if you win, you can choose to place the first objective or not.
I got nothing.
I've got 1 crit, so you've got a double. So when we're doing, normally, if you're then tying and you've got crits, it then goes on to doubles or singles.
Doubles or?
Singles. So singles take precedence over doubles. So say we got the same and you got a crit, a single and a double, it'd be the same, but if you got a crit 2 doubles and I got a crit and a single, I would win because the single supersedes it.
Cool.
It's all those little things.
So you have the choice. So
I would place the first objective because it means I get to also place the last objective.
Yes.
So there's an odd number. So instead it's within 2 or not within 2 and not within 1 of the edge. So I'm going to pop this little fella over here. And
you do, of course, have the advantage of knowing exactly what is in my deck. But I think you can win without leaving it, to be honest.
I'll pop one back here. So remember you've got that 1 card that I said to you about?
Yeah.
About having all the things. This doesn't count as anyone's territory.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm not within 2, not within 1 of the edge. And that can go anywhere.
This can go anywhere. It can't go within 2 still, but it can go within the edge hex, so we'll pop it just up here.
Okay.
And that's that. So we flip them over. So what you would do as well, but we're not going to do it for us because it actually means absolutely nothing, is that you then place a lethal hex each.
Oh.
That's a new thing for Beastgrave.
Right.
But you don't have to.
Right. We have the choice too. So because we're both playing ghosts, we're not affected by these in any way. Other than we can't.
You can't see through them. You can't land on them. You can't be pushed through them. You can't push through them.
Oh, you can't be pushed through them.
No, and you can't push through them. So you can move through. So this is where the game gets a little bit odd. So effectively there's move and push. And move is a specific thing. A push isn't part of a move. So Varklav's ability, you couldn't push through one of these. But if you had something that moves, so it's similar to how you're pushed as part of a attack action. You can't push through those.
Right.
So, yeah, it's all those little things. So we've done that. So it's a roll for first deployment and picking up cards at the same time.
I have nothing.
I have 4 singles.
I think you get it then.
I do get it. So you can place the first person.
I'll place the first person.
You can draw your cards as well. So draw your cards so you can see what you've...
So I'm going to put Varklar back here because I feel he never ever gets involved. So it's 3 objectives. And it's 5.
5 of those.
And are these called power cards?
Power cards, yeah.
Power cards. Because I think we called them different things, like gambits.
Gambits, yeah. Gambit's the actual, the current gambits. Anything which is a spell or the sword, if I remember rightly, and then there's your equipment.
Ooh. So you mulligan, you never get them back, do you?
No, there's a couple of cards that do let you draw from the discard pile, but very few.
Okay.
And you don't have any.
No. Right. There's something you know. Okay. Right. Varklar's on.
Okay.
Varclaw, is it? Or Varclav?
Varclav.
Varclav. All right.
Put the widow back here.
The widow.
The widow.
So the one with the club is the least useful of all. So he can go front and centre.
Knock back, which is good. Knockback's good fun when he's inspired.
Knock back when he's inspired, yeah.
Put the Screaming Maiden there.
I will put Chain Rasp.
Number 2.
Chain Rasp number 2. Yep, carrying his own head into battle because you need to do that.
Obviously. And then the lady there.
Chain Rasp. Number 3.
And then Anguished one there.
So the Hangman's the cool one, isn't he? Ever Hanged.
Ever Hanged, yes.
Is the cool one. This is still me now, yeah? Then this. Then this. And you can tell me I've just not been brave enough and put all of my valuable pieces further back.
It's alright, you give me free glory, I'll take it.
Free glory?
Free glory.
But someone had to go on all of the things.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So we're done. You're happy with your cards, as you can be?
I'm going to stick with my cards.
You can stick with your cards. Good. I think one thing worth noting is if you've got, it's good to have at least one score immediately in your hand, if possible, just so you can then be drawing other cards. If not, as long as you can score one within the end of the first phase. So when we're doing the roundup after the 4th activation, as long as you think confident you can score at least one of them, and keep them. Otherwise, if you've got there's a few cards that are scoring the end of round 3. Try to limit them, you try to limit how many of those you've got. One is probably the tops.
So you're a pro. If you're confident you could only score one of this activation, would you mulligan? But you could almost certainly score that one.
If you could do some damage as well and possibly kill a person,
that's unlikely.
You probably can, as long as the lady is good at this point, but the other ones are still only 3 and 2 health. So your lady back here. If you've got no chance of scoring the other 2, then possibly. If there is an outside chance, then maybe keep them.
Okay, I'll maybe keep them then. Maybe outside belong. Right then.
Good. So now it's a roll. So obviously I finished first, so I get +1 crits. So I
didn't get any crits, so you win. There you go. All right. So here we go. Round 1. Bing, bing, bing.
Round 1. I'm going to let you go first.
You're going to let me go first
because I'm polite like that. I'm a
That's
gentleman.
really nice. So Varklar allows me to push 2 chain rasps. Is that right?
Push all friendly chain rasps, and everyone is a chain rasp apart from
the Queen and him. Or you can just straight up draw a power card.
Draw a power card if you like. Yeah, you can change one of your objective cards. You can swap one out.
Swap one?
Swap one.
Swap
Put one to the discard pile and then draw one. Or I think it's draw one then discard. Sorry, that way round.
I'm going to use Varklar because he can do that every turn.
Do it as many times as you want, yeah.
So Varklar will push and push and push and push.
Lovely. Good. So now it's power step. Do you have any cards you would like to play?
Oh yeah. No.
You sure?
Yep.
Cool. Well, I'm going to play.
And that was my first Dubri.
It is your first Dubri. I'm going to play sidestep and push the maiden here.
Oh really?
I am. She's going right there. Power to you. Any cards?
No, sir.
No. None from me either. So my first activation. And push the Screaming Maiden. Move the Screaming Maiden to there.
As a move.
Got some objectives and some things in here somewhere. There you go. So she's moved. That's that, and I score 1 will. So that's if you control, I score immediately if you control 1 even and 1 odd objective.
Oh.
Oh. 1 money.
You got money.
1 money to me. So then, because I scored immediately, I draw a card. Ooh. And then power step. I'm going to use 1 of my money to put the Veil of Grief onto the Anguished one to give her +1 wounds. So that's this lady here, the one that looks exactly the same as this one in the mirror.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I painted the back of her base. Any power cards from you?
Nope.
And that's that then.
I guess I'll use Varclaw. How far do these move? 4
at the moment.
4.
They inspire when they've moved through one of you.
They inspire by moving through one of me. That's interesting. So I guess we'll push. Yep. That's using Barclay's ability.
Mm-hmm.
That's me done.
Any power cards?
Nope.
Okay. My go 2. No card to me, so I got 2. I'm going to move, because she pushed last time, move the maiden from there to there. Go and have a little token. And then I score Fleeting Memories, because she moved through 2 objectives.
Did she move through 2? So she started on one of them.
She started, so as part of the move action, you entered 2 or more different move objectives.
Okay.
So another one. And then with my next money, I'm going to put Debilitating Aura onto the lady. So it's -1 dice when you're attacking her, if you're adjacent. Or adjacent, not just attacking her. Any cards?
Nope.
Okay.
So I guess we're stupid. So we're gonna push.
Nice. Any cards?
Nope.
Alright. None from me.
I reckon you rigged this deck against me, Kelso. It's totally unscorable stuff.
I will.
This phase is the whole sequence. Yeah.
I will give you
This is where you tell me that this one's got one of these swirl attacks.
Yeah.
Has it got that?
No.
All right, good. Good.
I will give you a slap with the anguished one. Why not?
You might.
Some dice, eh? So I'm going to go.
They're all one dodge, I think, at this stage.
Yeah, I think so.
They inspire at the beginning of my activation for being next to yours, do they? Inspire at the beginning of your activation, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go for your Axeman.
The Axeman, yeah, I thought you might.
So I look for swords. Absolutely, Jack.
Cool. Me?
I will play Echoing Spite as a reaction.
Which does what?
I get to reroll my attack, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I just look at my reactions?
Go for it.
I've just dropped one of them on the floor. So, reactions. Reactions. That says reaction. Nope. Nope. Okay. Nope.
Cool, going for the Axeman again. I got 2 hammers, which is absolutely nothing.
Are you swords?
I'm swords. They're all swords.
They're all
swords all the time.
Right, so now you get to play a what's it?
No, nothing from me.
No?
No, I'm good.
I will play Confusion.
Ooh.
Swap these 2 fighters. Mostly to get a card out of my hand in the draw phase. Anything else?
Nothing from me.
I will play Determined Effort, which gives me an extra attack.
Extra dice.
Extra dice. And this is this is going to be my go, isn't it?
Yeah.
I always get these wrong. Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's my attack. So these now inspire.
They do.
Which is this one.
Swordy, the one with the helmet.
Inspire.
Helmet Man.
Helmet Man.
And then Club Boy.
And then Club Boy is
that one. Yeah.
That one. I'll move these around so that I can keep track of. So 1 damage, 1 damage. So there's only one guy with 2 damage.
That's the one I was trying to kill.
Sorry?
That's the one I was trying to kill.
The one you were trying to kill, yeah. So if he attacks, he's going to have 3 attacks on swords. Is that right? He's got 2 at the moment.
He's got +1, yeah. So I'm going to play Dissipate. So as you're rolling the dice, I play it before you roll. It gets innate, which means I ultimately count as having 1 success with a dodge.
You count as having 1 dodge?
Yeah. I've already passed 1, so I get 2 defense dice still. So I've got 1 success, and then you're still rolling.
And I've got a crit so I need support.
Yeah, so I need to get a crit, and then we're equal. Nope.
So that is just 2 damage.
2 damage, and you can push me back if you would like.
I guess I probably would, wouldn't I? So you can't just hit me twice.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And that it's either there or there.
Yeah, from
I'll do
him,
it.
I think. Yeah, so there.
Yeah. So you have to move rather than just stand there and punch me in the head twice. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Yes, so that was my 4th activation, isn't it? And now we're playing these, and there is nothing there that's exciting. Cool.
Might go 4.
Yep.
Just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Get all the boring stuff out of the way and the moving on to objectives for this round, and then
so you got a fantastic draw for a turn 1, didn't you?
What's that? My cards.
Yeah, just in terms of I don't have to go near you to score objectives and score.
There's
glory.
a few of those. Yeah, it's quite a fun deck because you can whatever you draw in the first hand, you can generally go right. I need to be aggressive, or I can be defensive, and then I know after this round I can probably ramp up the aggression.
But this one's got 2 damage.
She does have 2 damage, yeah. So she's got an extra wound, so she's got 2 left. So the lady inspires because she moved through your man. And then I've got no power cards to play, and I don't score any objectives at the end of that phase. But end of the round.
At the end of the round,
you go first because you started.
Did I hold objective 1?
You did indeed. Take your money.
Right. So now we discard, do we?
Yes.
Which one of these is your leader?
She is. She's pretty tough.
Yeah.
She's got 2 dice dodge, and you've got -1 dice when you're adjacent to her when attacking.
Cool.
And if you attack, and this is where these get ridiculous, if you attack anyone that's not her, I can push her.
Okay.
That's a thing.
So in terms of... these... I shouldn't have listened to your advice, Mr. Kelso. You gave me bad advice. I'm going to discard this one. I'm going to discard it. Swarming Spirits. The problem with that is it requires you twice to make a move action with a single Chain Rasp. And that's never a good idea with Varclaw.
Difficult, yeah, but it's just how aggressive the other player's been as well, because if I'm already in your face, then it's...
No, but still 2 of my activations have to be moving 1 character. Yeah, okay. So I've been those 2 and then I draw up to 3, do I?
Draw 3 and 5.
Draw 3.
Or whatever you...
Oh, do I draw these and then deal with these? Or
all at the same time. So you do that and then do that, so...
Okay, so I draw those and I'm stuck with these, right?
Yeah.
And then I decide if I'm discarding any of these. Yeah, I don't like these. These are trash. I'm going to take 5 more. You must have a different way of playing to me. I'm not looking at those and thinking, right, so what did this
I'm quite aggressive, really.
Yeah, but that's just going to hand... If I was playing aggressive with these, that's just going to hand you glory. Alright then.
So I score Nexus of Terror, because I hold more objectives than you. For 2. And... I might as well keep these and just draw 1 of these, and then 5 of these. 2. 5. Oh. Good.
Right.
Well, let's roll some dice.
Let's roll some dice,
Roll some dice, so you go first. Or choose
go first. I've just got support.
2.
So you choose again, is it?
It is. Got loaded dice as well.
Got loaded dice as well, mate.
Yeah.
You don't need them. You don't need them.
Just come around here to feel better about myself. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, no, I could have spent... Could I have spent this glory on upgrades? No.
No, because you drew them, unless you wanted to equip the one that you discarded that you sort of trashed.
But I could potentially have played a Gambit.
No, not in the power, not in the end step, no. So you don't have a power step, like an end step before the start of this round. So I will choose to go first, because you're probably going to kill the Anguished one. So
that's the plan.
Let's try and give you a little slap. So I will charge with her, going up to round 1. Whoop.
Going to charge, yeah? Oh, yeah,
She's going to do a little charge. She's going to charge straight through to here.
Yeah. You probably score some glory on the way, didn't you? He's like, I just moved through this, so I get another point. Woo!
And maybe. And then a crit.
That's attacking this one.
I'm attacking your little 2
attacking the dude bro with
now.
the axe, so he's got 2 dodge now. Let's use the right one, that's the black ones. And he's got no support.
No support.
No.
2 damage.
So 2 damage on man with... He's got a bucket helmet. So he's dead, yeah?
He's dead.
And you get some glory.
Another glory.
Glory.
Cards for me, and I will say I'll pass.
This guy moves 4.
She inspires as well, just to rub it in a bit.
Just rub it in a bit, yeah. Does that give him more hit points?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's on me. I don't know which planet you come from. That's never going to happen.
Which one is it?
Kill somebody when you do with a 1 damage weapon.
Because all your attacks are 1.
They're all 2. There's one guy that does 2 guys do 1 damage.
Yeah.
I'm never making an attack action that does 1 damage. Oh my days. I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do. This is why I don't like this game. It's hard. It's hard on the brain. I need my brain. Does she have a swirling attack?
No, none of them do.
Okay, I'll play drift in advance. So I'll move here. You're just going to kill more of them is the problem. And here. And here. Let's push everybody 2, but they must go closer to the nearest.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, that's that one. You got anything?
No, I'm good.
Didn't thought this through, Michael. This one. Let's go 1 dice.
You are on double assist though, aren't you? See there. So you only thing you can roll is a sword, and it's a fail. There's the hammer. Is it hammers? No, swords. So yeah, 2 hammers. You got 1 in 3 chance of failing. 2 in 3 chance of success.
Multiple chances for you to defend.
2, yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Okay. So he's going to charge. Everhanged. No, it's that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Everhanged's 2.
Yeah. So that was a charge action. So the Everhanged has 2 hammers with 2 supports.
2 successes. 1 success. So damage 2 at the minute.
Damage 2.
She's down to 1.
What, is this not the one I hit before?
Yeah, but she's got 1 extra wound from the equipment.
Oh. Mate, I'm rubbish in this game. It's too hard.
It's a hard game, but it's fun. That's the fun of it.
Right.
We all like a challenge.
We don't. I am going to spend a glory on giving Brian from Queen, driven by hatred, +1 attack dice.
Nice. And I'm going to... I will equip Fighter's Ferocity to the Screaming Maiden, which is this one.
Okay.
Your card?
No. No more.
I'm going to do something just for the fun of it, as I'm going to play Call of the Grave, sorry. So choose an enemy fighter and push them up to 2 hexes towards a friendly fighter. So I'm going to push your lady there.
Okay.
And that'll...
I mean, you got 5 glory already.
Yeah. Am I okay? In cards?
Go to, and end phases when we've done all of these.
Yes.
I should have flipped one of those over, shouldn't I? Should I flip 2 of those over?
No, I went first. So I went first and charged with this, and then you pushed with your card, and then you charged with the other hand.
Okay.
Any cards?
No.
Okay, 2. I'm going to charge with the Screaming Maiden. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
And this is where you tell me that you kill Brian from Queen.
I can't kill Brian from Queen in one go, unfortunately.
Can you not?
No. I can do 3 damage to him.
Her?
Him.
Oh, Brian, yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing?
So, not that good, no swords, so...
Sweet. Right, so you now mentioned I can't kill somebody with 1 damage. I think I might have just changed.
Exactly. See what I mean?
Because I didn't realise you had that thing going on there. Right, okay.
No cards from me.
Alright, no cards from me. So, Briar from Queen inspires.
She does indeed.
Briar from Queen inspires. And it's now doing 3 damage. But it's terribly important I score some points. So, Chain Rasp inspired, that's this guy. Does 1 damage. You've got 1 hit point
One hit point left.
There's no tricky stuff.
No
Nothing
tricks
tricksy.
here. I've got no tricks in my hand for sure. I
You
promise.
sure?
I promise.
And I've got Cleave, which probably doesn't matter, does it?
Doesn't, but you've got loads of assists and you're on hammers anyway, so that's a lovely little mix.
Okay, so here we go. Hop!
A crit and a success. So I need to roll a crit and a dodge at least. No.
No.
1 damage.
Which kills you.
It does kill me. And what does he score?
And what do I score? I score glory, mate. I score glory. Finish them.
Oh god, who put that in there? What a great card.
No, that almost never going to happen. Right, so I get glory, and I get all excited, and I get 1 for killing you as well.
I do indeed.
And do I immediately draw another?
Immediately draw another card.
Oh, that was exciting. I draw another card, which I could conceivably thingmo.
If it was immediately,
If it was immediately.
no, you need to wait a whole, not a phase, what do they call it? It's not an activation. Something needs to pass. An element of the turn needs to pass, so you need to resolve that and then.
Right. It's going to be you next.
Is me next?
So. Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
I will play Frightful Aspect and push an enemy fighter up to 1 hex and put that one there.
Was that's the thing?
That's a power card, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll spend a glory and I'll put the Strangling Coil onto the Everhanged. So he now has 3 swords and that do 3 damage.
Ooh. I think he would have inspired as well.
Yes. So he has Cleave. No, that's a different weapon though, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah,
When you use those things don't combine.
No. So you can choose what you do.
Choose which one.
That's a better one. Is that range 1 as well, or the coil's range 2?
I think it's range 1, isn't it?
Yeah, just range 1.
It's just range 1, yeah.
No cards from me. Any cards from you?
Is it my activation next?
It's mine next.
It's yours next. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to play Irresistible Prize. Oh no, I'm not, am I? If I play Irresistible Prize,
Yeah.
and I pick this, everyone can move up to 2 hexes towards that. Is that correct?
Push all fighters that are within 2 hexes of that token up to 1 hex.
Right.
So you could play it here, and you could push those. Effectively, only one of them. So you could push that one, push her there, and push that one there if you wanted, or push Farclav up here. And
can I move him,
like
Brian here?
No, it's towards up to 1 hex, so they are standing on or closer.
This one would go here.
That one could
this
go
one would
there,
go
yeah.
here.
That one wouldn't be closer because that's 2. Oh no, yeah, it wouldn't be closest. No, because it's still 2 hexes away currently. If it moved there, it's still 2 hexes away.
Yeah, right.
But you could push the queen here and then push this one here in her place because you need to be closer.
Yes.
Or you,
And I'll also inspire is the thing that I'm looking for.
yeah. So realistically, what you want to do is probably push Varclav into there because I can't attack with the whoever that one is, the Screaming Maiden anyway. So
yeah. So if I push Varclav
there,
into there, because he doesn't move normally anyway. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
But with these, you just want to use them, don't you?
Oh god, you burn through them, yeah, because they're no use to you, and
no.
Anyway.
No.
Cool. What am I even doing? 2 more inspired. Cool. Will I go 3? That looks like. Will I go 3?
Yeah. Yeah.
The lady Harrow is gonna bash your guy in the head with his. It's got the
club dude.
The club dude. 3 dice on swords. I get a crit.
He's got 2 dodge. Nope.
That's 3 damage from her.
Ow! Feed you some glory.
Pass on power.
No power cards from me then.
You'll go 3. So Barclay inspires.
Barclay inspires.
Does indeed.
Which makes him exciting. He now does 3 damage at range 1.
She's only got 3 health. Just saying.
She's only got 3 health.
Does indeed only have 3 health.
Does she only have 3 health?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Okay. I guess Briar from Queen needs to hit you. So I think though, if she charges here, in fact she can charge all the way over here.
Charge over to there, yeah.
They'll still be supported because Varklaw's adjacent to the target. Is that how that works?
Exactly how that works.
That is how that works. So I think I shall do that. She'll charge to over there. That's her charged. And she has
3 dice swords.
3 dice on swords. With the support. Ooh, 2 swords.
2 swords, so I need 2 dodges or a crit. Nope. That is 1 dead screaming maiden.
Yay, yay, yay! Still way ahead in the glory stakes, though, aren't you? That's that. Yep.
Any power cards?
Nope.
No,
Don't really have any.
No power for me either.
I'm revealing the one I've got in the piece of equipment there.
And my go for
final activation
is she's going to charge to here. So she has 2 dice on swords.
And this is this one. I have 2 dodge. Did you get
crit?
You got a crit. Did you get a crit?
I got a crit.
Mate, I could really do with surviving this, to be honest. Hop! No.
3 damage from her.
Yeah, that's more than I have Vital Essence.
Oh dear. And the Widow then inspires. And no cards from me.
No.
Power cards from you.
Power cards from me. I'll play it, even though it doesn't make a lot of sense. Chill Touch, and I will put that on my remaining Everhanged. No, yeah.
Everhanged all the chain rasps, yeah.
Yeah. Everhanged Inspired. No, because he's just going to die. He can't activate.
Well, I've got no more activations this round.
No. I know. But if you get, he's the next thing you're going to do is kill him. So he can't move. Right. So how do I do anything meaningful? She's charged.
She's charged.
That one's activated. So I don't think I can actually do anything meaningful. Can I? I think you've outmaneuvered me in the brain department.
Got a few more hours gameplay under my belt.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
A few more.
Just a few.
More. That one's moved. So Varklaw could push this one over here.
Can't push through the block text.
So I could push this one over here.
Yes.
And I could push this one onto here.
Yep.
And she's not a chain rasp, but neither is he.
Yep.
I think that's probably the way to go.
Cool. Sounds good. So I went first. So I score Nagash's Tithe, because there's more of you dead than me dead, even though we're all dead because we're ghosts.
Yep.
And Tide of Malice. So these are new, if you've seen the cards, they've got dual on them, so you have to have 2 things happen to have this happen. So if there's 2 or more surviving friendly fighters, which there is, and each friendly fighter is inspired, so they're both inspired. So I get 3 glory from those 2.
Well, I scored the Mighty Loner. because I've got at least one dude that's got nobody within 3, right? But that's in end phase. Yeah. So how far behind am I at this point? You have an enormous amount of glory.
10 currently.
10, and I've got 5.
It's not too bad. I've been in worse situations.
You've been in worse situations.
Yeah, just in general. I'm going to get rid of that one because I can't score it because I've got 3 people. I'm going to get rid of that because it's boring. I'm going to get rid of that because it's boring as well.
But I'm going to get rid of Conquest because there's no way all my fighters are going to be in there. I mistimed it for Supremacy, by the way.
Oh, is that? Yeah, I was hoping you were going to be able to score that.
Yeah, if I'd realised that on my second activation that I needed to do it at that point. So I get to draw.
Tidy up.
Doing a bit of tidy up. I've only got 6 glory here, just so you know. So there's a maximum of 8 scoreable. So if you get 3 more,
maybe.
Yeah. I think you're got this one quite comfortably in the bag. So you just had lots of things in the early stage. You're just getting glory for doing nothing.
Yeah, making you come to me.
Yeah,
that's one of the other things. So let's say it splits out. Like the cards I've got in my hand now. One I've drawn at the perfect time. The other 2, effectively a score immediately. So I could do both of those within the first 2 rounds. So if I drew those in the first round, I'd have just run towards you and started hitting you. Been risky, but you have to generate the early glory really.
Yes.
To pop a few kind of equipments on as well, just to give you that roll really. Because if you don't, or you have to play passively, but you're not able to score glory, then that's what you probably the difficulty you probably have with the Stormcast. Where they're really passive, really passive. So you need the passive cards that aren't in kind of the core set as well. So there are some where it's ridiculous and you can just stand there and you just reap glory.
Well, you got that 4 glory just for like running around
just
your
standing there, moving around. And there was one that I didn't actually score, which I forgot, which I've got rid of now. And it's if I have 3 people alive, at least 3 people alive, and all of them have a move or a charge token.
Right, so that's very easy for you to achieve.
Very easy, very easy.
It's scoring glory for doing nothing.
Yeah. So that's kind of what the thing is.
And that's surge, so you draw another card immediately.
No, it's a duel, so it's end of the round. So it's it's not a.
So
it's only 1 glory, but it's better than.
Looking at the final round. Oh, I didn't draw 5 power cards. That could change things. Got those. I didn't have any power cards on which to spend glory until I drew some. Oh, now I get some magic.
I blame the shuffling when I was out of the room.
You blame shuffling when you're out of the room? Is that what it was?
You like to just play rough on yourself, that's what it is.
You mentioned this one earlier. Okay, so we're rolling off.
We are rolling off.
To see the third. I got a crit and a what's it?
Crit and a double. So this situation, here you go. So it just happened. So we've both got a crit.
Yeah.
You've got a single, I've got a double. The single takes precedence over the double.
The single takes precedence over the double.
And then it comes to the number of singles, number of crits, number of doubles. And you surprisingly quite often get matches, it seems.
I will go first. And I will push this over here. That was exciting, wasn't it?
Lovely stuff.
And then I will look at this. I could have done with that earlier. We'll spend glory and give Brian from Queen great strength.
I will put hollow hatred onto the widow. So that means she can re-roll 1 attack dice in the first attack action of each round. So it's not actually that good. I don't know what's in my deck.
I don't even know what this does. We'll talk about that later. Okay. So, what are you doing?
I'm going to just try and score some glory.
Well, that's kind of what the game's about, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah.
So you spent some
I don't know
glory.
why I flipped that over. It's there, isn't it? I'm just so used to seeing money.
Did you not do a thing?
Ding. I did that, so I've four have been spent.
Yeah,
So
no, you just flipped this over. Then what did you do?
I haven't done anything yet.
Right.
I flip it before I do stuff.
Right.
Otherwise I forget.
I've only just noticed that. Have you done it 9 times now? I've only just noticed it.
I'm going to do something a bit odd. And I'm going to...
So I remember playing these guys last time. It's too hard on my brain. I'm just like, I don't know what to do.
I'm going to do a move. 1, 2, 3, 4,
You're going to move.
5.
You're not charging.
She's not charging. She's moving.
There's something sinister about that, isn't there, Kelso?
There is the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, she's moved to there. Yeah,
Because you've done something that allows
score
glory
immediately. Yeah. So this is if you move through blocked hex and you end your move action next to an enemy fighter. So she's run.
Oh, look at that! And if Farclar hadn't pushed in there, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Well, you do it now. Just do that.
2 to go.
Just one.
2 to go.
And I've got 3 more objectives to score. Let's see if we can do it. I can't do it. And then I use 1 of my glory to put swooping dash onto the lady. So that's +2 move.
That's this one.
That's her. Yep. So
+2 moves. So it's
movement
been like
7.
8 or something. Oh my days. Okay. We good?
You any power cards from you?
Power cards. Yeah, power cards are good, aren't they?
Oh, good. Yeah.
Power cards are good. What if I do that thing? Then whoosh. You're just going to go whoosh, aren't you?
Gonna go swoop.
You're going to go swoop. Of course you are. This is what this is. Okay. I don't really understand why this is valuable. If you hit me and don't hurt me, I can move.
You can push.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So in situations like this, if I try and hit you,
You'll
and it
kill
doesn't
it.
work, but I miss, which is quite likely. She's only got 2 dice and swords.
Yeah.
You can then push yourself out of the way.
All right then. If you say so. Yeah. All right. I'll do that. It's on the Everhanged, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm convinced that ever happens. How many wounds has she got?
She's got 3.
3. 3.
Only 3.
Only 3. So Briar from Queen. No, but the Everhanged has got like millions of things now.
Yeah, got 2 different attacks.
So 3 attacks on swords that do 3 damage. Right, okay. Let's think about that. 3 attacks on swords that do 3 damage. It's going to be my next thing. Yeah, alright, okay. Not that. Let's do the thing. Me to go?
You want to go?
The Everhanged. 3 attacks on swords. With my special weapon. Which doesn't have cleave.
Doesn't need cleave.
Where is it? There. It's 3 attacks on swords. Yeah.
2 dodges.
Yeah, so there you go. That was that. Ka-ching!
It was only go 2. That was only your go 2.
That was only my go-to.
Yeah, so you
Thank
should do it at the beginning, see? Any cards?
Nope.
No cards from me. I go 2. The maiden's going to try and slap you.
She moved.
Yeah,
She can still attack.
That's why she moved.
Yeah.
So 2 dice for swords. I got 1 reroll because it's her first attack of the round. So absolutely nothing, and reroll that one for nothing. There you go.
So when you attack and fail, I can do this.
There you go.
Look at that.
Oh, it's like someone knows how the game works.
No, mate, it's still crap.
It's a free push. For your guys, you're depending on mobility. Anything that gives you extra mobility is really useful. Really, really useful. And I know that my guys aren't actually that good at hitting. Some of them roll.
They're
quite
a lot
good
less good at hitting than I thought.
Yeah. So this one in particular, she starts on 3 damage, which is lovely. But she only has 2 dice on swords, which is poor.
Yeah,
poor. So.
Okay. So I think I probably should do Brian from Queen, shouldn't I? Because that's going to give the support. So let's do that. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, she moves 4. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Brian from Queen. He's got great strength. Not that matters. He's got 3 attacks on swords, but has support now.
So you got 1. I got none. So she's dead.
Yay!
Just to really annoy you.
Oh right, when you die, the other guy still loses the game.
Score this immediately when an enemy fighter. No, it's enemy fighter. You're not the enemy. I'm the enemy. Ignore me. I didn't score that.
Are you not? No.
No. Gosh darn it. I might do in a second though.
All right, and then gambits.
And you got.
Have I got? That was my 3rd action, was it? That was my 3rd action. Was it?
That was your 3rd. Yeah, you went first, didn't you? Because you pushed with our club. You little doodles.
Okay. Yeah, go.
I'm going to be really boring and switch out Bitter Embrace because I haven't got 2 people alive. Good, pretty much the same card.
I'm making I get to make a reaction, or I get to play power cards in your final activation.
You do indeed, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I want to be thinking very carefully about whether I can definitely score all these. They're the ones. That's the deck. Oh dear. So can I score this? Can I score this? And can I score this? And I can't just draw an extra one.
No, you can. You draw one and then you just don't have to discard one.
But can I discard the one I draw?
Yes.
Oh, so I could have a look. I can effectively have a look
at it, and then if you don't like it, you discard it. But that's your activation.
Yeah. Tell me what a reaction is.
A reaction is a specific. There's a specific thing written on the card that says reaction.
It's not any power card.
No, it has to be a reaction power card.
Cool. Okay, so I won't keep Treacherous Foe. All right. So that was my 4th activation.
Your 4th, yeah.
So you've got one final activation.
Do indeed. I think I know what you're trying to score, so I don't know how much of a dick I want to be.
Go for it.
I will go charge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I get 1 success.
So what do I have? I have 2 dodge.
2 dice on dodge.
And then I had another thing. What was my other thing? Oh, that's only
if you want to push, yeah.
2 dodge.
2 dodge.
Black ones. Need a crit or a dodge? Or do you have...
need 2 dodges because you're trapped as well.
That's a thing?
That's a thing. Crit.
How's a crit?
You can push if you like. That wins. You win, so you don't get pushed. There's no way. You can push yourself using this reaction.
Yes, I don't want to do that.
But remember, reaction... Did you have
keep that
exactly?
Yeah. No, because I could definitely score the other one anyway.
Yeah, cool that then.
My thinking was that reaction one was a score immediately. If I thought I could reliably do a reaction, I could potentially get another card. I will push you just in case you have.
You can't push me though.
I thought you said I could
push yourself.
Push myself. No, definitely don't want to push myself.
But I do score this card that I tried to score earlier, but I cheated because he's been the target of 2 attacks from 2 different people.
Okay.
And then I draw my last power.
So you still won.
So you went first, so you get to resolve your objectives first, unless you have any power cards to play in the last moment.
In the last moment. Now then, you're not like nearly dead, are you?
No, she's not hurt at all.
No. I am going to play this in the hope that you cannot score a point by being next to me or an objective. So it's a gambit spell from the Briar Queen, needing no. Needing some
not zaps.
Failed. But just in case being on that square was something you needed to do.
Specific square.
Well, like adjacent to an objective or something like that.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a long shot. Nope. Nope. Right, so then we score, do we?
And you score first, yep.
I score first. Take the city. I hold all the objectives in this game board, which is 1.
Just the one. Just all there.
And then you. What is it?
That's all, all you, yeah.
Tactical supremacy. 1 and 4. Supremacy. But you knew that.
I might have known that.
3, 6, 9, 12. So
2, 4, 5, 12.
And then you reveal another 8 points.
I've got one that I might be scoring, but I need you to add up how many objectives cards you've scored.
How many cards I've scored? I may not have been entirely clear on which ones were scored as opposed to tossed. So let's have a look. No. Yes. Yes. Finish them. Yes. Hold objective 1. I did. No. No. So at no point in the game did I score Treacherous Foe. That was the making the reaction.
The reaction one, yeah.
Execution was, these were the first turn discards.
Oh, you got it there,
yeah. Yeah, so I scored 1, 2, 3, 4 objective cards by the looks of things.
7.
And then those are the 3 there.
So this is why it's important to know who resolves first, because if we were resolving at the same time and I was going first, I've scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 also, so we're drawn. If I'd have went first, resolving, I'd have beaten you and I'd have scored that, which is scored the most objective cards. Because you were able to resolve and score your 3 extra. It's a draw. I don't score that. It's a draw. And you win because you're holding the most objectives, which is how tiebreakers work.
That's mental.
There you go. Welcome to Underworlds.
Welcome to Underworlds. That, compared to some of the other games we've played though, as much as I sort of criticised not really understanding how this deck that you've built me worked, there was still a lot of glory scored. I think, like, thank you for the game.
You're welcome.
Please remember to like, comment, share or subscribe to this video, and if you are buying new games or new miniatures, please consider following our affiliate link to Wayland Games. It gives us a little bit of kickback and helps fund other projects for the channel. I think for me, there's things that require too much thinking and planning. Like there was a point when you had your 4 guys on this back row, and I was pushing my guys into it and thinking, wherever I do, you just get to murder these chain rasps without moving, so you can just keep hitting them and killing them.
Yeah. It's like a glory mill.
Yeah, and I just wasn't up for doing that. As I'm not pushing you into it to just kill them. Because these only got 2 hit points.
Yeah, they're meant to die.
Yeah,
they're meant to die. And you have to accept that you're gonna, what's the word, leak glory. You're gonna lose 4 glory, no matter what.